So my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home though. No, he living solo. Vertebrae, got this broken.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
This defense for the Bears, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
It's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Some trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Rivera. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. They'll try and throw for it here. He finds his man complete. That's Yates.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now this time he'll look to throw.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
Touchdown, Packers!
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field, but if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Strong. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. For the Bears, it's 7-3 now on the year. And they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Strong.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Strong. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Off play action. Strong.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Strong. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Off play action. Rivera. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kayvon Thibodeaux has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Looking to throw on second down. Rivera looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Rivera. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
That's pulled in at the 32. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Catch made by Slayton.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Six 0 our score after 1. The center receiver in motion to the right. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Doing with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a give, right side. Spears to about the 35, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Rivera. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Ultra. Go ultra.
Back to throw. Rivera. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards up first.
Now a hit and a loose football. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Throwing on 1st down. Strong. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
That one good for 26 and a 1st down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 13-7. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first down, Rivera. He's going to let it go again. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there. 31 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point safely through. And the lead now stands at 13. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I know that pass was incomplete, but I'm awfully impressed with how he was able to maintain his vision, because normally when you break out to the left that way, it narrows everything down, almost becomes a half-field read. But he's able to still see the entire playing surface and trying to connect all the way back to the right.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
To throw on third down. Strong. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st and 10. Strong. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Bears. Danny Gray. 52 yards. And the Bears are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to roam now. And out across midfield down to the 45. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Off the play fake. Rivera finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 2nd down, Spears. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rivera. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to throw. Rivera. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing to start the drive. Strong.
He'll get this one underneath to Hunt.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Strong. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on 3rd and long. Strong. He's got a man complete. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Strong. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Strong. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 2 field goals.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
Let's go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down. Strong.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And it's a Packers touchdown. A big play there. 53 yards.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And down he'll go at the 25. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On third down, Strong. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 44 yards. Looking to throw. Rivera. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. First down, a bit of a disaster. And now on second and goal, back even further. Operating from the gun. Rivera. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Strong. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll look to set up his blockers. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
I'm glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Rivera. He'll get this to Lazard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Rivera.
Slant route, he's got Dobbs. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
17.
To throw on 2nd down, Rivera. He finds Watson. It's caught. And some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Packers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Packers 39, Bears 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Off the play fake. Strong. And this one caught by Max Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Strong. Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivera escaping the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Yates. On 4th down, Rivera.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Really nice job there, showing the mobility, getting outside and creating something. I mean, that's good on any down. When you're going for it on 4th, that's a big play.
And it wasn't designed at all. Not a designed play for him to bootleg out or get outside the pocket. That's just feeling pressure, knowing where to exit, and as you mentioned, finding the 1st down on a 4th down play.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Dominique Robinson in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
It's a gain of 15.
Fight, 97.
On 4th down, Rivera.
He finds Watson complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down. So quite a call there. They go on 4th and inches and wind up getting 5 yards.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This pass on target, Velus Jones with it. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Strong. That's complete left side to Gray. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Strong. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Strong. He finds his target, Allen. And they'll get this down to the 10. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing on first down. Strong to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Third and goal, try to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Looking to throw. Strong. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 10 yards out. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. Hunt going to run for it. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. The 20, 10, and they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
They'll look to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick-6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Spears. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And, look, they had great field position to start, but, boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just touchdown. Romeo Doubs, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Back to throw. Rivera, it's complete, and he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Looking to throw. Strong. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football